are live on YouTube and
Nice.
TikTok as well. And now I send that.
Nice. I am in the pink mood today. I don't know, I just feel pink.
Pink mood.
Yeah, so I'm gonna draw in pink today.
Interesting. How's our audio? La 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 la
La
la.
la la.
La la la.
Hopefully it's good. Vika Riggs on time as
Sounds
always. On time and early for class. Sort of.
On time. Sounds good.
Hello everyone. I just kind of got into a little bit of a drawing and illustration mood, so I'll probably be working on this little illustration. Miki in a cute maid dress. Something
Hey,
like this
Lexi
would be
Benji.
cute.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah, I like the pose, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll kind of take that as a base.
Ace Fawn, Cash, Sheena, Soul, Luna's, Fortnite clips. Ian, I-N-N-D. Moment. Rick. Reliable Rick. How's it
Hello?
going? Tofungus says, I'm free, Fox.
Free?
Hey, are you,
From finals?
are you off your flight? You off of your flight? Thomas. How is everybody doing? What's everybody up to these days? Anything going on?
Any fun drawings that you guys are working on? Are you guys working on the bi-weekly challenge? Oh, I love this pink so much. It's so cute. I need to be more sophisticated with how I color eyes. Like, I know that some artists, they'll get really, I don't know, like fancy. They'll even shade the bottoms. They'll even lighten the bottom side of the eye and show depth there. I'm like, oh, I don't even do that much. I need to try that more often. I need to change my display put as a joke. It doesn't even sound like a joke to me. That's the surprising part.
I don't even know who that is. It must be someone like historical. It looks like some sort of a historical picture.
Yeah.
School's over. Time to burn out for the next month. Yeah.
Ooh, Luna says good. Working on the art course. Only done 3 weeks and made a lot of progress already.
Nice.
Nice.
I think Toby's burning out as well after Art Center. I think he's back in Chicago.
Really?
Wonder what he's up to.
I hope he can join today.
Yeah.
It's a famous philosopher. Oh, I see.
Hey, Nozatari.
I want that pen. You can actually get it for free on our profile right here. It is free. It works on Procreate, Photoshop, and Clip Studio. Anything that accepts an ABR file.
Dude, I'm drinking the golden juice today.
Ooh,
The nectar of
golden
the
apple
gods.
Juice. I don't know. What drink is it mixed with?
Oh, you don't even want to know.
Do I really not want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep your secrets. Keep your secrets.
If I told you that, I'd have to kill you. With love.
Yay. You flirt.
A
llama. A llama. It's funny.
Someone get Toby in here. You DM him. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to, dude.
The way you draw is so satisfying. I'm obsessed. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Art lessons and whatever IDK. Yeah, we have like a kind of a TikTok-esque title on YouTube today.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I want like a cutesy dress to draw. I mean, I really liked this one. This one's like super cute. So cute. I love the ribbons and the frills. We were talking about Toby the cat. Oh, now it's another Toby.
Ba-now-now. Ba-now. I'm excited. I want to start doing some concept art gigs again.
Yeah.
Hopefully the project goes through.
I really hope so too.
A lot of the time they just don't. It's just the nature of pre-production, you know?
But I'm praying that it does.
Projects constantly get canned. Sometimes they go through like the entire concept phase and then they get canned.
Really?
All the time. I worked on my fair share of games that never got made. Like you remember that like mouse movie they were gonna make? A lot of artists worked on that. I don't remember. Mouse Guard? They were gonna make a movie out of that. They did a ton of concept art and the project never got made, I don't think. Crazy.
Give me like a little star. I saw a question: how to make eyes symmetrical without using tools? I mean, I'm really glad you're asking that. I would say try to break down the eyes as shapes rather than like a lot of different components. You can always turn them into eyes later, and always draw your center line because the center line helps you to make things symmetrical. I have a video on this on our YT channel called "How to Draw Both Eyes at Any Angle" and talks about this. Colton actually invented it, so I was like, and I took it. So,
you got canned already? No, the project
No.
doesn't even start until like the end of the month, and you'll never see it because it's all NDA. So rip.
yeah, rip. Well, that's the nature of projects. So like, yeah, you can think about an eye like this shape, and then you just basically try to match the dots to the center line. So like this dot is this far away from this center line, and I got to make sure the other side is like this. It's boring, but it's really useful. It is very useful. Like this line, how far is it? Okay, it's like maybe about here. And sometimes these points are harder to like pinpoint, but like that's why you just got to make your best guess.
What is rip? Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And then here, looks like it's about this angle. And so you just do this over and over again. This is not exactly accurate, but that's okay. Like, it's getting closer to accurate. That's what we want. That's basically how I see this. Like, I try to make my eyes symmetrical like that. It's kind of like geometry. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in a way, kind of.
If you do it geometrically.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
What's your YT? Draw Anime Academy.
Yup. You do things simple, and then you modify those simple things into complex things.
Like the pupils is a shape. So you're like, okay, well, let's match this iris to this iris on this side, and then you check both sides.
You heard us say that a lot, yeah. Rip.
Rip. We say that constantly.
We do. Oh, by the way, we posted a new carousel, everybody.
Yes.
So if you want to go check it out on our TikTok, you can go see it. Here it is. 5 ways to light anime faces.
If you don't know where to put shadows on faces,
Yep.
this is your perfect reference.
Rembrandt lighting, butterfly lighting, split lighting, flat lighting, nice little 3-point lighting
I
there.
love this one. This one's my favorite.
This one shows up all the time in illustrations, by the way. You get a nice light on the face, and then you get another light coming in from the side that breaks off like the nose and the cheek. You see this all the time.
One of my favorite lighting scenarios.
Yep. Heck, I just they use it literally all the time. It's because you get a nice, well-lit anime face, and you can see it in all its glory, and then they have that little diamond shape on the
Yeah.
nose that's lit. That is like a real lighting situation, you know. And then of course we added a little light to kind of break out the silhouette. Yep. The face is nice and lit.
Yeah.
And then you've got this bright light coming in right here. There's variations of it, but they use it all the time. All the time.
What brush do you use? It's on our profile for free. You can check it out there.
We uploaded that to our YouTube as a post as well, and we also uploaded it to our Instagram.
Okay. And for people who are asking about how to draw hair, we have videos on that too. Let's see. Let's do like cute little ruffle over here. And let's do like a little corset type thing here.
So yeah, we upload most of our stuff to most platforms. Unless we just can't. Like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels have like a 3-minute limit. Technically you can upload longer on Instagram Reels, but they won't let it go viral. They'll like only show it to your followers or something.
Could you do a comparison between the proportion of male faces and female faces, if you don't mind?
We can do it with our heads.
Yeah.
These never got cleaned.
Oh, oops.
What is that, watercolor?
Yeah, it's just watercolor. It should wipe off pretty
It'll buff
easily.
out.
Yeah.
There we go. All clean.
All clean. So, proportion of anime heads for between male and female is actually kind of similar. You're just changing like how big some features are. So you'll notice that here's like kind of this marker, and this kind of symbolizes where the brow generally is. But you'll notice that her eyebrows are a little bit higher to fit her eye size. His eyebrows a little bit lower to make him look a bit serious. And his eyes are much smaller. Depends on what style that you want. I kind of go by, like, I kind of use eye lines and all that stuff as, like, a range. So it also depends on, like, what kind of character do you want. Do you want, like, a more childish character? Do you want someone more mature? Do you want to be a teenager? So, like, for girls, I like to place my eye line kind of in the lower half of the face. So something like this. Because I'm accommodating for, like, how big the eyes are going to be. So, like, the eye could be about this big. And it would still look fine. But if it starts going past this point, it's gonna look kind of weird. So, like, this area to me feels comfortable. So whatever is comfortable for you. And then the nose follows pretty shortly after. Generally, it's kind of around where this part tapers in. But if it's too low, it's gonna look weird. So I like to place a little bit higher. With anime, like, things shift a lot. So, like, I always go for general idea. And then later on, I kind of go for more of, like, a specific thing. So I start somewhere and then I adjust as I go. It's not gonna be perfect every time. By the way, you can get these on our TikTok shop. We sell these. These are head reference models that you can use. So, like, let's do, like, a cute little anime girl face right here. Lashes, it's about this big. It's about that big. And her eyebrows, you know, if you want her to be more serious, this will work just fine. But if you want her to be more, like, cutesy, you know, maybe place a little bit higher. But place it too high, then you don't have any room for the hair. So just keep that in mind. But once again,
you got whacked on the head twice.
yeah, it's like that, like little bumps or something.
Yeah.
And then mouth, once again, test it out yourself, because this is what helps you to nail down proportions for yourself, right? If you want it placed higher towards the nose and it looks good, totally fine. Place it too low. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's put it kind of in the middle. That still feels good to me. So, like, once again, these things can be shifted. You know, for a guy, I mean, technically this could be a guy.
Delish.
Because, yeah, delish. All you have to do is take out the lashes, give boy hair. Now you got a boy, okay? So, like, it's not male versus female. It's more like, what type? Like, do you want to go masculine or feminine? And do you want to go childish or older? Like, if I were to do, I don't know, this face right here, I'm noticing a few things. Eyes are much smaller. They're still around the center of the face, but they're more in the middle this time. They're not lower middle. They're kind of, like, actually middle. So I'm like, okay, yeah, noted. I'll take a note of that. Here's my head length. I'll use that as a measuring point. Here's my eyes. And then I know that my eyes aren't going to be this big. They're not going to be itty bitty. If I wanted this to look like this, I can make it a little bit larger. And what you can do is you can make little tick marks like this across the face. And you're like, does this feel like a good size? Yeah, I think so. So now let's draw a shape inside. The more feminine you make your male faces, the more they're going to look like girls. This is speaking from personal experience, because I've drawn girls all my life, and then when I switched to guys, I basically put a lot of feminine choices. So keep that in mind. Like, you are actively making a boy. So what do boys not usually have in anime? Not a lot of makeup, not a lot of eyelashes, but once again, you can add them if you want. Maybe their face is a bit more serious. Maybe the face is a bit more angular. Maybe the nose is a little bit further away from the eyes this time, right? So you're, like, making these conscious decisions so it doesn't look like the same face syndrome. That's what I would do for proportion for anime guys and girls. But once again, this all changes depending on what character you want. This can be a boy for sure, and this can also be a girl if I added lashes and makeup. It's not like this black and white thing. Really helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Where do you get the models from? You can actually order these on our TikTok shop. We made these ourselves for your reference. And if you struggle with drawing the free rein angle like this, for example, you have an actual reference to look at. Downward, extreme downward, you know, like, you got it, right? I also like them because they have guidelines, like actual head plane markings, because drawing heads from different angles is really difficult, like, especially when you are not used to seeing anime heads as a form. You're used to seeing them as, like, this kind of outline. So this really helps with trying to get out of outline mode and more into form mode, which is really, really important. That's part of the fundamentals, okay? So yeah, like, when I'm drawing the head, I'm drawing a sphere with the side chopped off, and these have center lines. So, like, I'm drawing something three-dimensional on a 2D surface, which makes it really difficult. This takes a lot of time. So, like, this line flows around. I'm not going to add a center line that's like this. You know, that's not exactly accurate. Has to roll around. Makes it easier for me. And then like this shape right here, it's like a little bump. Boop. And this also comes out and down. And then you got like, you know, a nice head form that you can add more stuff on top of. Thank you, Glittery Angel. TikTok lives are usually so boring, but this one is actually engaging, plus art is cute. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I'm so convinced to buy these anime heads now. I mean, I personally use these all the time. We actually made these for ourselves because it is really hard. Like, most anime head reference models are like either 3D and they're just images, not like an actual physical thing. I've never seen this before, to be honest. So like, we made this to cater to our needs, and we're both artists. So I'd say if you're an artist and you want to draw anime faces, both male and female, like, I feel like these are great tools for you. They certainly help me a lot too. But yeah. Any advice on drawing hair? Yes. Follow the form of the head. Okay, so I'll speak from personal experience. I used to draw hair like this. I would only find the outline. And then when I try to draw it on like a face, it just would not like match with the head here. So always remember that there's a starting point. The same thing with anything. Like, hair is just more ribbons. If you can draw a ribbon like this, you can draw hair. Because hair is just more ribbons on top of more ribbons. And you know, we teach a lot of this stuff in our school, but you know, we teach this stuff occasionally for free. Actually quite often. Every stream we always talk about these topics. But like, you know, this right here is a ribbon that comes from this ribbon. It comes out. Once again, these shapes right here that you see are caused by forms. They're not caused by just shapes to be shapes. So like, when I draw hair, I'm always thinking, okay, where's my hairline? How thick is the hair? Sometimes what I even like to start off with is I'd like to start off with an outline like this. So this helps me to think about what hairstyle do I want it to be? Do I want it to be long? Do I want it to be short? Maybe I'll do something like this. So I have a starting point. Okay, this is supposed to wrap around the head too, because it's long hair. You know, bangs, they're not just this. Okay? We're not thinking outline, we're thinking form. So, comes out somewhere. These are hair clumps. So like, if you're drawing bangs, it should wrap around the head. Kind of have a slight curvature. So I'm starting my hair clump from the hairline, and then I just overlap and overlap. So think of it like flower petals, or think of it like plants. They're sprouting from somewhere and they overlap a lot. Thank you for the follows, guys. And so yeah, more form. More form. Notice that I'm drawing every piece as if it's going behind the other or in front. And so that's how I cover hair. Like, if you want spiky, yeah, totally do spiky. It's the same concept. You know, this is like Sasuke hair, right? But you'll still see this spike overlaps this spike. This spike overlaps this spike. I cover a lot more different hairstyles in anime art school, but like, it's all the same concept.
Pretty sure that's a bot comment.
Yeah. How do you always know where to connect the neck? Well, let's look at this. First of all, the neck has a very specific placement. It is not at the chin, it is not the back of the head. The back of the head goes in first, and then the back of the neck comes out. Same thing for the front of the neck. You have to start with the chin, go back in space, and then that's where the neck is. Think of it like a lollipop. Lollipop, but just at a tilted angle, like this. Right? So when you're drawing your head from a side view, I find that side views are really helpful, because when you draw in a 3/4, you're still, this point hasn't moved. You're just seeing a different side of it, right? So that's why when you draw 3/4, it feels like it moved, but it didn't. This point is the same, all the same in all different angles. And once again, heads move, so this is just more of like a quick guide. When I have a 3/4, I'm thinking, okay, chin is here, it has to go back in space. Back of the head is here, has to go in. So when I draw my neck, I'm like, okay, it's definitely not going to be like this. It's going to be maybe a bit smaller. It's going to be like a little ball on a stick that's kind of tilted down like that. Let's see. How do you know if the ear should stick out or not, or can it be a choice? Ears will stick out, but it just depends on the angle where you see it from. I mean, even in a front view, you'll see the ears stick out. Because it's an actual piece that comes out, like you gotta hear, and so it's kind of like a conal, I guess, like a disc that flares out. Or so you can't hear, I guess. Like.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, you know whose ears don't stick out?
Who?
It's me again.
Quan Mills.
That guy.
Yeah, it is.
Some
true.
people's ears don't stick out. Although
Yeah.
I think he's filming himself in a pretty wide lens from pretty close.
That's a good point. So like, even when you're looking at it from a bottom angle, yes, this technically doesn't stick out from the silhouette, but it still sticks out. It's like it's within this shape, but you still have to show the bit of that perspective. But look, it sticks out on this side because they're on the same like length, right? Like you can mark this over and here and here. It will stick out. It's just you have to not in terms of silhouette all the time. Like this doesn't really stick out, but you can still tell. You see shadows. You see a plane change. You see this. Does that make sense? How much does your classes cost? Originally it cost $497 for the whole entire program. This is our 1-year program, but we have a Mother's Day sale going on right now. So we teach the complete fundamentals of art. But we also do it in anime style. So like anime heads and faces. Talk about lighting heads. In fact, I'll kind of show some work really quick. This is stuff that you do. These are just finals from the heads class. But before all of this, we cover stuff like head angles, how to construct heads, how to light them, how to draw hair on top, like how to color, all these different hairstyles that I mentioned before, like how to color skin, how to, draw eyes, draw them symmetrically, expressions. This is just one class, but it comes with 7. So we also teach anatomy. These are some stuff from anatomy class. And if you hate drawing bodies and you just cannot draw them from imagination, this class will help you with that. Colton teaches the perspective class, stuff like this.
Yeah, it's basically like a college. You can go check it out on our website if you're interested.
It's right here.
But we are having a Mother's Day sale, so screenshot that if you are interested, because you don't want to miss the sale.
Yeah, you don't.
So you can check that out there. But it's like a whole online college.
Yeah.
But yeah, with a 20% off, it's like $397. I'm guessing it's online. Yep.
Yes, it is online.
Yup. You can get it wherever you are. You can go through it at your own time. It's completely self-paced, so you can go through anything as many times as you want. You can rewatch lessons, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. If your goal is to draw from imagination and make your own stories, but you have no idea where to start with drawing, we made that class for you.
Yeah, that is. It's like if you were to go to an art college.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm new. What do I do? It's like, look no further.
Look no further.
The heads, you can get them on our TikTok shop though.
Yep, right here.
I
actually have lips on side view drawing. Is it over here? No, it's not. I can always just draw it again, but I kind of like the breakdown. You know what? I'll just draw it again. It's quicker. Muzzle. You can push this upper lip out and in, and then lower lip out and then in. There we go. There's lips and side view. What brush are you using? You can get that brush on our profile for free. It's on our website. Let's see. Do you think Taco 1 and 2 books are good, or have you not seen or read them? I've seen them, and we have them.
They're good.
They're good.
They're most useful for people who already have foundation, because they're simplifications. Like, Taco's a really high-level artist, and if you already know anatomy, it will give you information on new ways to break down or think about it. I think they're good. Like, they're really good. They're really useful. They're not really... They don't give you the underlying picture. Like, they're definitely worth getting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, they're not going to teach you the deep parts. Like, it doesn't really cover perspective at all. It'll go, oh, when someone's turning backwards and looking around like this, you'll tend to see this.
Yeah, it's like specific tips.
Yeah, lots of different tips that are helpful. I find them definitely most useful for somebody who's already kind of experienced.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You can get the brush on our profile. If you guys want the brush, just take a screenshot of this. You'll be able to find it there. I can't access the server in Discord. I don't have a phone number yet since my tablet doesn't have an SIM.
That's fine.
Yep, we can manually do that for you if you want. Moonlit Star. Just let us know your username.
Yeah, just make sure that you're old enough to use Discord.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is very
make
true.
sure you read the rules when you get in, or else If you break those rules, I'm not responsible for anything the mods do to your account.
Yep.
Such as...
Please make sure you're old enough.
Yeah, we've had kids try to sneak in the Discord server before.
Yeah.
One person kept making new accounts and joining. Starlight... something? Alright, I'll look.
You know, maybe I should give Miki a different hairstyle. She's always drawn in a ponytail, and I really love the ponytail, but you know what? Let's make it a little bit different. Let's give her pigtails.
There we go.
Do you have any tricks for folds on clothing? I don't have tricks, I have foundation. Actually, a side ponytail works great too. I always look for things like, you know, what is the body doing? Because if you know what the body's doing, the folds naturally come through. Because they're, once again, these things aren't random. They're caused by actual things. Like when I'm drawing these folds, for example, I'm not doing just to draw folds. I'm doing it because... Okay, go ahead.
I give you the roll.
Awesome. I'm doing it because this is what's happening. Here's the fabric. It's like a long piece of fabric, right? And it's physically being compressed onto a cylinder, into a cylinder, and a corset. So like what happens to this fabric when it gets sucked into this? Well, it's going to create a lot of excess fabric. So this is the stuff that I think about. And what tends to happen is this. All these folds will start bunching like this and go and get sucked in. So that's what creates folds. It's tension and compression. A lot of these are like compression, but you know, it's compression mixed with tension because the tension is coming from the corset. So like that's what causes folds. If you see shirts, for example, you'll notice that on their shoulders, there's a seam line. And on the sleeve, you'll get this. Well, that's not very attractive. One second. You'll get this kind of fold. And that's because maybe the arm is moving or because the cloth is kind of tugging it at an angle. You'll see it in chests. Like the tension fold, you know, there's tension, and then there's going to be some kind of compression towards the middle. Right, so there's a logic to it. And I would say really try to study the 7 basic folds as well as where's your tension points and where's compression. Because that will help you find the logic of where these folds go. I teach this in our class too, by the way, in our clothing class. How much does a lesson cost per month or week?
Per week? I don't know. So there's 6 times 14 plus 12. And that's divided by whatever the price is, $3.97. I don't really feel like doing the math on it, but it's like less than $5 an hour of content. It's very, very good priced for what you get.
Yeah, it's basically a whole entire college, just very, very cheap.
Yeah, for 1/100th the price.
So like this is what I look for.
There's
These are
hundreds
examples.
and hundreds of lessons in the school.
Yeah. So what I do is I always draw a mannequin, and then I draw the shape of the cloth as it wraps over the mannequin, and then afterwards I add in specific folds that, you know, show what it's doing. Like this bunch right here is going to actually cause bunching in this area, right? These sleeves are going to have folds, and these ruffles are going to pull the fabric into these seam lines. Let me see here. You know, this is the difference between tension and compression. What causes tension? Well, gravity, seams, and action cause tension. And so you won't get this, right? You won't get motions like this, but instead you'll get pulling down straight or radiating from different points. So look for these things. That's what helps me a lot.
It's about $4.13 per entire week of class. There's 96 weeks. If you add all of the class weeks together and then you divide it by the sale price, which is $397. So $397 divided by 96 weeks is about $4, a little bit over $4 per week of content.
That's really good. Holy crap. But yes, it is on a Mother's Day sale right now. It's 20% off, so you can check out our anime art school. That is where I teach clothing, I teach anatomy, I teach heads and faces. Colton teaches the perspective class. He teaches how to paint backgrounds. It's a full program.
Yeah.
Everything you need.
As like a college, if you want to learn about the fundamentals of art, this is a really, really good place to do it. All right. So what do you think of this, Miko?
Oh, looks really, really good. That is really, really good. Colton can draw clothes too.
Yeah, I'm just working on this sketch of Miko for my bi-weekly, and then I got Miki here.
Mickey here.
And Abby.
Yeah, Colton does mostly backgrounds, but he's practicing a lot on characters, and he's getting really good at it. So it's not only for anime style? Nope.
No, it's a
Nope.
foundation school.
It's a foundation school.
Like the anatomy class, it's an anatomy class. It's like
Yeah.
figure drawing, like the muscles of the body, proportion. A lot of the classes will explain how it relates to anime, but it's a foundation school. Like perspective is perspective, figure drawing is figure drawing, design is design.
Like all of this is realistic.
Rendering is rendering. Like look at some of the stuff in my rendering class. Like you're doing this.
Yeah.
You're doing like blocks, lighting them, calculating cast shadows.
You're doing still lifes as well.
This kind of stuff, like still lifes. Yeah, where's that still life?
Right here. Boop.
Yeah,
How
like
to
that's
paint.
in my painting class. So I bring you through how to do a still life, how to set it up in 2 values, move to 4 values, add color, think about color, temperature, composition, how to render materials. So like
And then you do stuff like this.
Anime style is not special in that it's you no longer have to think about any fundamentals. You know, it's like, I don't know, books for young adults still use English.
Yep.
Are still written using the rules of writing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like that.
Do you guys do international school too, or is it just U.S.? It's an online school.
It's online. You can get it internationally.
Yeah. I'm very passionate about what we teach. Like we teach foundation. Like it's not we don't teach gimmicks. Like we don't teach like, oh, here's how to do something in my style.
Yeah.
We don't do shortcuts. You know, if you ask like, oh, what's a quick way to draw foreshortening? Well, you got to know why foreshortening happens like before you do it. Like we can't. It's really kind of hard to fake it. Like we can't teach you how to fake that you know foreshortening when you don't.
Yeah.
You know.
We don't teach shortcuts.
Nope.
We teach foundation. We teach principles. That's what we're all about. If you want quick tips and tricks and hacks and stuff, they're useful. We don't really teach them though. That's just not where our passions are.
Yeah. Let's see. When drawing fire, people usually... Wait, hold up. When drawing fire, people usually make the background dark. What if it's daylight?
Well, fire is light. So light is usually... Like, the background is usually not made of light. And if you're drawing fire... In order to see something, there has to be a contrast between things. So you would rarely draw fire as something other than light. Like a light bulb is bright. The room would not be brighter than the light bulb. Like the room would not be brighter than the fire, generally speaking, right? Unless, I don't know, you have a fire and you're on the surface of the sun or something. So people usually will treat fire like an actual light source, which is why they make it brighter than the background. The background is rarely brighter than an actual light source.
Yeah.
If it's daytime, like fire is not a very bright light source though. So if it's daytime, I mean, fires look boring in daytime.
They
like,
do.
Have you ever like been to a campfire or something before the sun went down? It's like orange, you know?
Yeah, it's just
it's
kinda...
not that bright.
Yeah.
So I would go ahead and probably look up references of that sort of thing.
I mean, I know that some people will just like put dark smoke behind the fire.
Yeah, it's like a really specific question, though. I don't think I'm going to do like a demo or anything for it. And I
Yeah.
would say look up reference and see how photographers handle it.
Yeah, look up fire and daylight and see
Yeah.
what happens. And do some studies. That's
Fire's
really
just
doesn't
not
help
that bright. Like, not compared to the sunlight. But it
Yeah.
is a light source. So, like, people will show it in different ways.
How to draw bodies and hands. We have videos on that.
Yeah. I love how you drew it in pink.
Thank you. I just felt in the pink mood and I want to draw something cute, and so that kind of just happened.
Alright. I think that's enough for the sketch for now.
What happens is that this is Procreate. Thank you so much for the tutorials. It really helps out so much. You're very welcome.
Sounds good.
Speaking of smoke, do you have any videos on how to draw it?
There's lots of kinds of smoke.
Yeah.
I would think, how much oxygen is there?
Ooh, we're getting sciencey.
Yeah, I mean, that determines everything. It's like, clouds will look entirely different depending on the weather conditions and the type of cloud. Like, you can get really little wispy clouds. You can get really big, thick, billowing clouds like cumulonimbus. Smoke's the same way. Like, is it oxygen rich? I mean, if you have a stove going, there's, like, no smoke at all because there's nothing to create smoke. That's why, like, your gas stove doesn't make smoke. But if you're burning, like, whatever, brush, or there's, like, a forest fire, you got this big, gray, billowing mass of smoke coming out. Right? Or if they're like, so I just say, like, think about what is burning and find references of it and break it down. If I buy your course, is it okay to use pen and paper instead? I don't recommend it because a lot of the classes are focused on people who want to do digital art. It would be difficult to follow along. It is pretty much a digital school. It
has digital workflows and stuff.
If you're familiar with the traditional mediums, and you understand that it's a digital class, you could be able to follow along relatively well. Like, if you're taking the clothing drawing class and you're like, oh yeah, like, I'm pretty familiar with watercolor, or I'm pretty familiar with, like, colored pencil, like, you could probably manage. But just know that, like, we are not building it to be friendly
for traditional
artists to follow along. It's like, oh, I need to levels adjust this. Oh, I need to brighten this. Oh, I'm going to make a new layer and reduce the opacity. Like, that stuff you can't do traditionally. We do that all the time. But every, like, common digital art program has layers and has those things.
Do you have the 3D models yet? What do you mean by that? Do you mean these?
Gotta go. All good. Have a good one. It's been a while and it feels cozy here. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome.
Hope you're doing good. Yes. Yep. They're on our TikTok shop.
If you're in the States, you'll be able to get them. But if you're not, then I don't think TikTok's shop supports that, unfortunately. What's the deadline for the promo code? Colton will answer that soon. But it is... I'll have to answer that later. Hopefully you stay tuned. But this is the code right now. Do you have any tips if I want to start digital art but I struggle with colors and bodies? You will learn that as you go, but I would say you're gonna need to understand the fundamentals of art. So, like, what is needed for color to work well? It's not just color, it's form drawing, like dimensional drawing. It's also lighting. It's also perspective. You know, bodies is a lot of form. Like, this is the process that I use a lot. Let me see here. This is stuff that we teach in our school. Like, bodies isn't just anatomy, it's other stuff. It's gesture and form. Like, you have to have a good base to start off with, but it, takes a lot of time. So I'd say focus a lot on the foundation. That will help you throughout, drawing and lighting and all that stuff. We turn black and white. Like, this is all the drawings that we do. Establishing form, establishing general anatomy, and then we paint. And then after that we paint, then we color. Because black and white doesn't exist. The color doesn't also exist without black and white. They kind of got to go together. I hope that makes sense. But it's kind of hard to say, oh, learn color through this, because there's a lot of other things involved. Like relationships, the warm and cool of colors, the what else? Like,
what book is
light
this?
And dark.
I don't actually know what she was showing.
Oh, you mean this? This stuff? This is from our classes.
These are actual lessons from our school that you can get for 20% off using the promo code mommy.
Yep.
Yeah, take a screenshot of that. But that's not from a book. Those are actual drawings that Christina did for the lessons in our anime art school. That was for the figure drawing and anatomy class. 12-week class, and it goes through everything.
Yep. What is the deadline for the promo code?
Like the 20th. I don't remember exactly.
You got some time.
We got like a couple weeks, probably. Well, less than 2 weeks.
I want this to be more saturated. That's too... I want it to be like pinker. I want everything to be kind of like washed with this like pinker tone. So I feel like this works good. And when I'm thinking about color, I'm thinking, what's the hue? Like, what's the actual color? What's the saturation of this color?
Blessing
and what's
my
the
first people? I will bless you with the block button.
Funny. But yes, this is an Apple Pencil Pro. And then I think about like value, like how dark is this going to be? And then what's the relationship between this color and this color on the bottom?
Do you guys ever dabble with animation? Not really.
Not really.
Just very, very little. In the future, absolutely. Right now, not really. Would drawing 3D basic shapes help with understanding anatomy? Yeah, like, if you break down the body into basic 3D shapes, it will definitely help you understand that better. Like, 100%. Definitely recommended.
Yeah.
10/10. Would break the body down that way again.
Yeah.
This is Procreate.
Yep.
And it is an Apple Pencil Pro.
I'm gonna make the eyes a bit darker. There we go.
Watching the VOD the other day, heard you guys say you're looking into getting into drawing manga and creatures more. Would you add those to the class eventually? Probably not. Anime Art School is designed to be a fast overview of the fundamentals for people who just want to get into it. Those types of classes would probably be standalone because they're more specific and specialized.
Yeah.
I mean, if you consider a year fast, I guess by like college standards, it's fast. But like, you can't get good in like 3 weeks. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Not unless you went into that time capsule in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. How old do you have to be to join the Discord? Discord terms of service, you have to be at least 13.
Yeah.
And no, it's free Discord. Anybody can join. Well, anybody that follows the rules of the platform.
Alright. I'm gonna color this too.
I need to get good in 1 week. Do it.
There
aren't even enough hours in the week, dude.
I know. Getting good at art is like a multi-thousand-hour skill.
Oh, nice, Gabby. Another sale. You missed the last one. You get it this time. Sweet.
Awesome. Right here.
Yeah, this is a Mother's Day sale. I kind of like how Miko turned out here.
I'm really liking it too.
For like a sketch, I think I like this direction. It's got some energy to it.
I like it. I really like how you did the folds and stuff.
It's kind of simple.
Okay, this is way too pink. There we go. That's better.
Would you guys be surprised if someone got better at art with only a phone and their finger? No. There's a lot of people who draw with phone and finger, like to start. I would be surprised that someone would handicap themselves in that way, like where it's like restricting. It will definitely restrict your growth unnecessarily. You're way better off getting a piece of paper and a pencil, which is cheaper than a phone anyways.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily be that surprised. I mean, people do video games where they don't even use a controller. They use like Guitar Hero.
That's true.
Like, it wouldn't be that surprising. It'd be fun.
It'd be a fun challenge, like to make a social media about, like, trying to improve in art with only a phone and this. Like, I mean, I think that's interesting.
Did you guys enjoy drawing? I did, and I do.
Yeah, I do.
Most of the time, I do. Sometimes I don't.
It's very natural.
Sometimes I'm not hungry. Sometimes I am.
That's good. Funny. Should I save enough money so I can start digital art, if that's what you want to do and stuff?
If it seems interesting to you enough to spend your money on it, sure. It's really not that big of an investment these days. There's so many different options available. You had to go, but you're back.
Welcome
Yippee.
back. Okay, I need
Welcome back, Fox. Does anybody want to say welcome back, Fox, in the chat? Can we get at least 6
welcome backs?
or 7
Weebies.
welcome backs?
I always pronounce WB as Weeby for some reason.
Whoop.
Well,
W with the thumbs up. W.
W, yeah. Why draw body so hard? Because it's a lot of different things mixed together.
Yeah, the human body is a very complicated machine with a lot of moving parts and a lot of squishy bits. So, I mean, And it's a three-dimensional form. Drawing in 3D is not intuitive.
It's not.
So there's a lot. There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Lindsay, yes, absolutely. You'll be busy on Sundays, but you can still watch the recorded live and do the homework? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Even people all over YouTube are saying welcome back.
That's funny. That's cute. All right. I love how pink she looks right now. It's like so happy looking.
Very pink.
Yes. What would you say the basic shapes the base body should have? Whatever is easier for you to break it down with. A lot of people break them down with boxes, with beans, with cylinders. There's no like what it should be, but I know a lot of artists do break them down with boxes, and I do.
Yeah. I mean, the forms that you use don't matter that much.
Yeah.
It's just they're like your representation of what the forms are. You could break down the pelvis. Some people break it down with like a little undies shape.
Yeah.
Other people break the pelvis down with a box. The pelvis is neither.
Yeah.
And it's up to you. It's just a simplification of like the volumes. So I hate to give like a non-answer, but it depends, like, and it's also kind of preference. Oh, I wonder if I can get this bi-weekly done.
I know.
In time.
I think you might.
That was. I think you might.
I think you might. Yeah.
Maybe.
2 probablys. It's $400, right?
Do you have Anime Art School, right, Lindsay? I can send you a discount code if you want.
Mm-hmm.
For the live class.
I'm at the point where I feel like I should just merge all this. And I will soon.
Yes, sounds good.
Awesome, yeah.
Did I already send you a code, Lindsay? You want to check your DMs? Maybe not. Yeah. Yep, back on the 25th of last month, I sent you a discount code. If it doesn't work, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
But it should work. I don't think anybody else used that one.
Meow, 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 meow. What's a good beginner tablet? I saw Huyon mention on your website. It's great. That's a great beginner tablet. We actually just tried the Huyon Canvas 13 Gen 3. Really nice portable tablet. Really easy to use. And you can use it as both a display tablet and like a pen tablet. Colton uses a pen tablet a lot of the time. This is something like a display. And you can use both. I loved it. I loved it. We have a review on our YT channel, so you can check it out there if you want for more specific stuff. But I really recommend it for beginners.
Yeah,
it's
they're
affordable. It's light. You can take it anywhere you want. It's great.
It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even sponsored, dude.
We're not even sponsored.
I mean, we're partnered with Huyon, but we don't make anything when people buy a tablet. It's good.
Yeah, I would say if you go through our linky, Huyon will know that it's from us. So I would say go there because it's kind of fun when they know that we sent you guys there. When we sent you there.
Yeah, maybe they'll do sponsored giveaways and stuff in the future.
Yeah. But I was genuinely shocked when I started using that Huyon tablet. I'm so used to like other more expensive ones. Maybe this should actually be white. And then this will be pink. That's better.
Is the music a little quiet on YT today? There.
There we go. And now it's time to merge. Kind of got like a moe vibe going on.
It's so hard to render clothes, especially different fabrics. It's most likely a form drawing problem.
Yeah.
The form reveals where the light and the shadow will be. So if you don't know how to render something, it's definitely a form issue, and then a lack of like knowing where the light source is itself.
Yeah. I'd say that's a lot of the problem.
Yeah, like upward facing plane, downward facing plane, or I should even say a plane facing the light and a plane facing away from the light. Like that's definitely going to be it for rendering clothes.
Yeah. I would say when you're drawing your clothes, like I would say draw a line going around the form. Like if this is your cloth, I want you to go like, okay, it looks like it's going around like this and like this. And you're like, okay, well, if it's going like that, then if my light source is here, always mark out your light source. That's really helpful. If your light source is here, okay, then any side that's facing up here is going to be in light, and anything that's going away is going to be in shadow. So like if this is a pipe fold, it's going to look like a cone. And so how do you shade a cone? Well, it looks like this.
Light and shadow.
Light and shadow, right? Lit side facing the, this side facing light, this side facing the shadow. And so you're basically just like taking this and planting it in here. So you're like, okay, shadowed side, shadowed side.
Yeah, I love the Huion for 13. Heck, I use the Huion 13 at the kitchen table with my laptop, and I just use it as a Intuos style tablet. I don't even have the HDMI plugged in. I just use it as like this style of a tablet for when my laptop is set up, but I'm not on my desktop. I love it. I've been using that a lot lately.
I've been loving gesture drawing after watching your video on it. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Like, let's say you have a cloth. How do you render this, right? Where do you put the shade? Here, here.
Here. If you don't know where your light source is, that's gonna...
Exactly. So it's like light source. What's the form? Well, it's going to be different if the form is this versus if the form is this, right? So if this is my light source and this is my form, well, the planes that are hitting the bottom are going to be in shadow, or the downward facing planes are going to be in shadow, and the upward facing planes are going to be in light. And then you go, okay, well, this is a cylinder. Cylinder. It ends up looking kind of like that.
Yeah.
This rolls away from our light. This rolls away from the light. Well, the light is coming in from the left a little bit, so this is going to cast a shadow. This is rolling away from the light. There's going to be a shadow in here. This is going to be in shadow. It's not hit by the light. This will probably be soft. Right? Kind of like that. Like you render things according to the form of the object and also the light. And so like as a cylinder, or as this, you know, diaper fold, that's what it is. Like it kind of is like a tube that's like this. It's like a horn on both sides, right? This is like the diaper fold.
Yeah, that is a horn on both sides.
And so if you were to render this, this is just basic form rendering and form drawing. If you can't draw this form, you can't render it, because it's like rendering is drawing plus extra. Shadowed side. Core. Core is getting softer as the form becomes softer. Core is a little bit sharper over here.
Ooh. If you have more surface area, there'll be generally softer shadows. But if you have like a tight area, it tends to have harder shadows.
Yeah, it kind of ends up being like that.
Yeah. Love your guys' streams. I'm glad you give us all tips. All of us tips. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Holy macaroni, the Huion canvas is actually cheap. I usually don't pay attention to drawing tablets because they are way too expensive. This one's cheaper than the one I have.
Dude, it's cheap as dirt.
Oh, yeah.
And it works really well.
It works really well.
I'm astounded. As a Wacom user my whole life, I'm absolutely astounded at how affordable and awesome the canvas is.
I mean, they even have like what, the mobile studio, which is like a canvas, a tablet and a computer at the same time, which is like, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Like, you know, your core shadow right here.
Ooh, look how he's blending the shadows together.
Right, and we got a cast shadow. Cast shadow.
Look at that.
Right, we could have a little gradient going up the cloth as well from the side.
gradients are so OP for clothing rendering.
Yeah, well, clothes usually change form subtly as well as quickly.
True.
Like, there will be an overall, like, because it's because of light fall off, right? Like, the light is stronger here than it is here. So you're going to get, right, this is 3 times the distance, or 2 times the distance, 2 1/3 times the distance. So, like, the light is going to be way, way weaker, especially if it's something like a light bulb. Maybe not so much the sun. So you're dealing with cloth that kind of gradually turns away from the light, and also the light just gets a little bit weaker. So gradients tend to show up. That happens on the body, cloth, walls. Look at the walls of your house or your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll literally see the gradients. If you look for them, you're just like, oh yeah.
That's a gradient.
Like, you'll notice that in the upper corner of your room, this plane will be different colored or lit than this plane. And you'll see a gradient a lot of the time, like this or like that, depending. Light just creates gradients naturally.
Can you draw different fabrics?
Inverse square law. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It falls off so incredibly fast. Photographers use that all the time. But, like, you have to practice it to be able to do it. You don't just, like, learn about something and then you can do it. You have to practice and
apply
and study it and apply it. I would really recommend looking into Scott Robertson's book, How to Render. It's a little bit girthy, and it would come after his How to Draw book. But that one's, it's pretty good. Yeah, as the distance doubles, the surface area that the same amount of light has to hit, it increases exponentially. James Gurney talks about it in his book. You learn, Nathan Fowkes talks about it in his book, Color and Light. 2 books called Color and Light.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else is it going to be named? I don't like this pink undertone.
I mean, if you're doing like still lifes or figure studies from a live model, you got a lamp above them, and oh my gosh, dude, the highlights on like their forehead are going to be way lighter than like the highlights on a knee or something.
Oh yeah,
unless their knees above their head, closer to the light, or the light's below them.
Smaller things tend to also be a little bit darker than larger things.
Yeah,
just because there's not as much like space for the light to go around. I remember Robert Lemler talked about that. Like with hands, they tend to be redder.
Yeah, he had these notes from John Asaro, and in the notes they were talking about that. Of course, Asaro is like a figure painter. He made the Asaro head, but he's an amazing figure painter.
He is.
Still teaches classes online.
You're also helpful. I've been here for 10 minutes and learned something that will change my art. Awesome. Well, we love giving epiphanies, you know. And it's mainly because we took classes ourselves and we're like, man, this changed our art. Like, we might as well share it and try to continue trying to get better at teaching too. Definitely wouldn't have gotten here without classes, that's for sure.
A lot of great teachers along the way. Hi, Flo. Love learning from you guys. Awesome.
Thank you.
I am glad.
Bro, I'm excited to continue watching that class that we were just watching earlier.
Yeah, Christina and I still take classes to this day. There's always new stuff to learn.
Yeah. And it's also like encouraging to know that it's not like this kind of luck-based thing. Like, I remember when I was much younger as an artist, I would have been like, how do these people like do it? Like, it feels like magic. And then later on, you're like, oh wait, these things can actually be learned. Like, there's actually ways to do this, and as you grow, like you start knowing what they do, and you're like, oh wow, it's kind of neat. Really inspiring. I think I want some like kind of orangish highlights here. That's cute. Oh my goodness.
Blessing this bot with the black button.
We have a lot of those today.
There are always so many on TikTok.
Yeah.
They do not have it under control.
Nope, that's for sure. I want this pink in here. I think another tip to learning color more is that once you understand values, like what's light, what's in dark, what's the bounce light, you can start assigning colors to those roles. Like, oh, this color right here, I know that this color is my base color. And I know that this color right here, I chose that for my outline or my shadows. So all my shadows will be like a purplish tint. So like, oh yeah, this is my shadow color. I've assigned that role for this particular thing. But like, it's hard to know what to do if you don't know the fundamentals of light and shading and stuff like that. That's why people need to do still lifes. I need to do more still lifes myself. I think this needs to be a little bit more cleaned up. I'm kind of working on the face a lot. I need to work on other parts. I tend to like noodle a lot when I get distracted, but also the faces are fun to look at, so. My light is generally kind of like front facing, a little bit on the top perhaps. What brushes are you using? You can get this brush on our profile for free. Or you can just take a screenshot of this.
Yeah, or if you're in our Discord server, you can just type !brush in any channel and it'll give it.
It is not on our shop. The website is also called drawanime.com. It's not something you can Google though.
Yeah, our website is drawanime.com. Just put that directly into your URL bar.
Yep.
All right.
Something that really helped me with rendering clothes is like finding shapes within shapes. Like you'll notice that with some like really good artists, especially like Asian artists that do like a lot of anime work, they'll have like a main like large shapes in the shadows, but then they'll have like tinier shapes that are lighter that show like extra depth, and they don't like clash with the lighting. I like seeing that a lot. Hello, Aiden. I bought your book, How to Draw Characters, and it's really easy to understand and helpful. Yay!
Oh, awesome.
Thank you. I love that book.
Appreciate it. I am very glad it's helpful.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make this a little bit shiny. Is it okay to draw the same character every day or different ones? It's up to you.
100% up to you.
I draw the same character all the time anyways. I draw Miki a lot, I draw Rei a lot, I draw the girls a lot, but mostly Miki and Miko. It depends completely what you want to do. Like if you want to draw different kinds of characters, then start doing different characters. But if you like one character a lot and that's all you want to do, it's not bad at all.
It's like, is it okay to read the same book a bunch of times? Yeah.
If you love it, yeah.
Hey, you're the artist. You tell us.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Do you want to do that? Totally fine.
Bro, you should look at TB Choi. All she does is draw the same character, and it's not even her character. It's just
yeah,
like, it's just
a fan art of Siege.
It's just a fan art of Siege, yeah. Like, and she just loves it. So it's like, yeah,
totally
absolutely.
I forgot about that.
It should be her OC at this point. She draws it. She draws her so much.
Hello, just joined. So I don't know if this was already asked, but can I ask how to properly choose color? Most of the time when I color, it's murky and doesn't look good. That would be more of a value issue. If things are looking murky, it's probably like a separation of light and dark problem rather than a color problem.
Yeah.
Most colors go together, and as long as you're not using too many, and I mean, you can even use a lot of colors, as long as there's some kind of underlying logic, you're pretty safe. But it's very, very rarely a color problem.
There's rarely color problem.
Color is like one of the very free things.
Yeah, that you can assign just random roles to. Not random, but like you can decide what to use.
Yeah,
like when
it's so free.
Like when I'm drawing this ribbon here, I'm deciding, oh, this is my dark, this is my light. And then I make sure that the darks are in their dark areas, the lights are in their light areas. So like when I'm adding my highlights, I'm not putting it in here. It doesn't belong there. So like it belongs in the light section. You're separating your values to make it organized. And so like now this feels pretty good. You know, maybe this is better in the shadow section.
And Christina in her mind is thinking that's a cylinder.
Yeah, this is a cylinder.
It's exactly. A cylinder with little like bumpily doos on it, like little bumpies.
Yeah. Have you ever drawn Miku? Yeah, when I was a kid. Which fundamental should I start learning first for starting rendering study? Well, dimensional drawing. But you're gonna learn that as you go anyways. Like, I would say know what your cylinders are, know what your boxes are. And because that gives you a base to be like, okay, well, how is something rendered? Like, this to me here isn't a ribbon, it's this. Let me do this on a different layer. I'm thinking, okay, it's a tube or it's a cylinder that has bumps, as Colton has mentioned. So like, this is the simplest form that I'm gonna use. Looks like this. It's a cylinder that's been pinched, or it's even like a teardrop shape that's kind of cylindrical shaped. And then afterwards, I modify this. This. Hear that? Oh, well,
maybe someone's sleep talking.
Maybe this turns into, okay, broken up into different, sharper cylinders. But if I don't know how to render or draw a cylinder, then this will fall apart. If that makes sense. So. Yes, you can see the full drawing. I have a different layer on this, so this is what it looks like right now. I'm just kind of working on a little illustration and also doing some tutorials on the same time. But, like, this is what Colton teaches, dimensional drawing. Here's a cylinder. Here's compound cylinders. And then when you render it, you're like, okay, this is a cylinder. Where's the light source now? Light source is here. So, like, okay, if this is, like, kind of bumpy, then my highlights are going to look like this. And my shadows are going to go away, like that. This is really, really messy. But, like, this is...
sleeping.
Yeah. So this is what I think about. And of course, this is going to be in shadow. So it's more than just faces. It's primitive forms. So I'm hoping that that helps with the fundamentals. Oh, he's so cute. Apple. But continue drawing. Continue trying to draw basic forms. Drawing different things at different angles. Trying to break down bodies into cylinders. This is literally a cylinder. Like, look at this. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just... Here's a short cylinder. Here's another cylinder that's facing me. Right? Here's a ball for the joint. The hand is another box. Because I'm showing a different side of the box like this. This is what I think about. And then when I shade it, I'm like, okay, shaded like a cylinder. Shaded like a cylinder. Especially if I add my lighting. Right, this cylinder. A lot of mannequins are cylinders. A lot of bodies are cylinders or boxes, whichever one you want to use. This can be simplified to, like, you know, a box. Like, this is the front of a box, this is the side of a box. If you want to break it down like that as well. Let me see here. How do you manage to get to play with the colors? Your colors are actors, in a way. When I look at this, I know that my value range is pretty low contrast. So what that means is it's not going, my darks aren't this dark, and my lights aren't super bright, like white. So instead, my value structure is like this. Here's my middle tone. Maybe it's about this. This is my lightest tone. And occasionally, I'll get my darker tone. Like, occasionally. Like, it may just only be 2 values. So then I basically think, okay, this is going to be pink. So, like, what pink is going to fit this value? Well, I basically just make sure that my pink is that value. Like, maybe my pink is this. This might be a little bit lighter than I imagined. So, like, that's okay. Let's check with my... That's not what I wanted. Let's check with a filter. Hue. Okay. So look, the color that I chose is quite similar to this. It just needs to be a tiny bit darker. Okay, that's fine. But like, I've assigned this color to this value. And then like, okay, yeah, like, here's a darker shadow. Maybe like this. Or maybe let's go a bit more purplish. Let's go like maybe something like this. And then the light maybe can be something a bit cooler.
It's like you separate what's going to be light and what's going to be dark, and you fill it with a color that has that same lightness and darkness.
Yeah.
And then you keep the change between them consistent based on, like, if you have a purple dress, the lit side and the shadowed side, maybe the shadowed side is a little bit more blue and the lit side is a little bit more purple. And then let's say the skin is like a pink, and then the shadow of the skin is maybe a little bit cooler, a little bit warmer.
Yep.
It's like you keep those consistent, And then people focus on the color when in reality, it's just the relationship. It's like it could be any color. The skirt could be blue. The skirt could be pink. The skirt could be yellow.
Yeah.
But it's like the relationship between the light and the dark that creates the thing.
Yeah. Like you can see things because there's light and shadow. Like you can't see things if there's no light.
Yeah, like those shapes are the hard thing. People will think that their colors are weird, but in reality, they just don't, their colors are totally fine. They just don't have an understanding of what should be lighter and what should be darker based on the lighting and the form.
Yeah. And it's hard, like, because like what we see here, like for instance, if I'm looking at this image and I'm just a beginner artist, I'm like, well, what color is that? What color? Because that's all I can see. I can't see what's underneath.
But if you squint your eyes, you'll see that the entire dress and her arms are very, very, very similar in lightness and darkness.
Yeah, they kind of blend in with each other.
Yeah, you squint your eyes. It's like the whole dress becomes one value. Mm-hmm. Very, very limited.
Yep.
It's super soft lighting, too. She's got like a big light panel or
very
softbox or something. Yeah, very diffused lighting, not harsh shadows.
And so, like, these are things that you think about, but you can only do that by doing a lot of practice, by doing a lot of studies. I've painted so much outfits, bro. I've taught it. I've done studies because I think it's fun. I have a process. Like, this is from the clothing class. You do these kind of assignments. You draw the outfit because you got to know how the form works. Fill it in with base color. Add your shadows so you understand the form. Add darker darks and lighter lights, and then you add finishing details, and you just do it over and over and over again, and you will find these patterns. So I do this constantly. Like, this is just lighter. And then you learn extra tips along the way and stuff, but like, people don't know what they're looking for. That's why they can't shade. That's just kind of what happens. I practice, but I want to be good now. I know, instant gratification, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like materials, and it's like, well, what people will go, well, what? Okay, so value is important. What value do I make something? What lightness and darkness do I make something? And it's like, oh my gosh, it's dependent on so many things. Is it facing the light? Is it not facing the light? Mm-hmm. How light is the local color of the thing? Is it yellow? Is it a dark blue? Is it gray?
Yeah.
What material is it? Is it metal? Is it plastic? Is it fabric? Is it skin? Like, all of those things are going to affect what you actually see, what like the actual color that your eye takes in. All of those things will affect that, but it's very flexible.
It is.
It's very, very flexible. It's not like you don't have to find that. I used to think this when I was a beginner. You don't have to find that exact right color and value for it to look like the thing. It's not like, oh, if I could just, if my brain could just color pick, then I would be amazing. Yeah. It's not like that. Your brain doesn't need a color pick.
You know, it's almost like people try to lock these things into a box, like into like these repeatable formulas that you can't break out of. But in reality, you can modify these things.
Yeah. So like this squirt gun, for example, that I never finished, or Little Big Tank, right?
Little Big Tank.
It's like, oh my gosh, what color should the shadow and the light of the plastic be? Or what color should this be? Doesn't matter. It just doesn't really matter that much, right? We'll make this blue. Okay, we'll make this tank blue instead. This is blue now. The top is being hit by light. So we'll just light this top with light.
Physics still happens.
I just made it lighter. Like, I didn't pick some specific ultimate mega value that's like gonna solve all my problems. It's just, yeah, the meta. Like, I don't have the meta value. Like, I just picked something lighter, right? It's like, okay, well, it's like rounded edges. Okay, so let's round these edges. Okay, so now it's plastic and it's see-through. What happens? Subsurface scattering. Okay, we get some subsurface scattering in here. There we go. And then we go, well, there's a shadow on. Maybe this is getting hit by light a little bit. This is getting hit by light a little bit. Here's a shadow. This is casting a shadow. This is casting a shadow. I've made the container blue. Did I use a very specific blue in a specific way? No, it's just like I made a lit side, I made a shadowed side, I considered the material, and then I added some subsurface scattering because the light shines through the plastic, it makes it brighter and more saturated. And so, like, what color should it be? It's like, I don't know, dude, what color do you want it?
Yeah, choose. Just choose, and then move forward.
Yeah, it could be yellow, but if I make it yellow, just remember that, like, this doesn't quite look right because I can't just change blue to yellow because they're different values, right? Like if I've got blue,
They're not all colors are the same.
And I change it to yellow, it's not a 1-to-1 conversion. Look, the blue is darker than the yellow, so I'm gonna have to consider the local value of the thing, and I'm gonna have to consider all that, right? Like I'll go maybe more saturated in the shadows.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have to adjust. Exactly. What?
Colors also have different properties.
Yeah. So I'll make the lit side like this, and there's that orange. Here's the shadow of this orange because it made it purple because I did a Control U. Right? This is going to be lit a little bit. This is going to be lit a little bit. This is going to be lit on the top. It's a box. This is going to be lit like that. Here's the shadow, 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 shadow. Remember it's a round, so we'll round it out. There we go. And this is just, my drawing from the other week. Although a lot of you weren't here during this specific demo, you can still find it on our YouTube channel. Okay, and now what do? Let's add some of that subsurface scattering.
Subsurface. Ooh.
Make that more vibrant, and then we'll just zoom out. It's like we turned the box more yellow now. It's like we can't do a 1-to-1 conversion between colors because colors have different local values. This blue, this green, this yellow, this red, if we turn them black and white, they don't directly convert. Like you cannot make this blue this light without adding white to it. We add a bunch of white to it. It's almost as bright, except now it's a very, very, very pale color because blue is just dark unless you add white, and then it becomes not very blue. Yellow is light. If I wanted to darken this yellow,
and you add, look murky.
It's not bright yellow anymore because yellow is a bright color. So like understanding where these colors fall on like a value scale, look up like Munsel's 3D color space.
Oh, that's good.
That's a really good, it's a 3-dimensional representation of the color wheel. It's pretty relevant, but it doesn't have a lot to do with color itself. Wait, there we go. Wait, did I draw that on? Oh, I did draw it on the same layer. Oops. My bad.
Well, you only live once.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Whatever, I drew this with the mouse anyway.
I'd go for Moe vibe, actually.
There we go. Spam undo.
Hopefully, if it works. And any style, like, applies, right? Like, this person knows how the form of the hair works. They know the color theory. They're just doing it in a slightly different modified style. But the foundation is universal. Where did y'all learn how to draw?
A lot of places.
A lot of places. A lot of places.
School, mentors, classes, books, practice. Journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
Everything and anything.
Let's do a strap like this.
What if it was like a little frilly thing too? Like a lace.
Thing.
Like a little delicate.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I like it how you had it.
Oh, okay. But you just
like
want it frilly.
on the edges or something.
Oh,
yeah. That could be cute.
Let's do it. Let's hopefully have enough pixel space for this. Yeah.
How to make color look more interesting? Definitely some sort of like a hue change.
Yeah.
Hue changes will make things look more interesting. You can
Yeah.
you can make it interesting through simultaneous contrast as well. So like the color changes, but the value doesn't, and now you have like this vibration that happens between them. There's a lot of ways.
Ooh.
Generally, like a hue change, like is gonna look interesting.
Ah, the ruffles later. I just want this to be cleaned up first. I do like the ruffle idea. Lacy idea. But once again, like if you want to use simultaneous contrast, you got to know why it works.
Yeah.
Like, why do they vibrate? Oh, it's because they have the same value. But like, what is value if you don't know what it is, you know? If you can't tell. I do have an undo button. Is it always light and then dark and then darkest? Not always.
Huh? I
Do
don't
you mean like a process? Like, oh, you have to have a light and then a dark and then a darker dark?
in regards to what?
Shading, I'm guessing?
Light and then darkest? Good night, Benji. Have a good one.
Good night.
You guys use undo. Christina draws and gets extra practice.
True.
And multiplied by thousands and thousands of times. Why do you think she's so good?
You flatter me. If you look at the colors between this and this, right, making colors interesting. If I just took this color and I moved it down like this, yeah, the value would work. But what feels more fun to look at? The one with a different hue change. This one has a bit more purple in it, more like pinkish magenta, but it's still darker, so it still reads. Like the light and the shadows still work. It's just this one has a slightly different hue, which makes things more interesting. But yeah, you can show them the simultaneous contrast.
Just use one of your heads to help me with drawing of a running soccer player. Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's great. Yes, by the way, you can get these heads on our TikTok shop if you're in the States. These are great head reference models. Look at that. This is literally the Mickey face that I drew right here.
It is the Mickey face.
Yeah.
You can draw Mickey too.
You can draw Mickey too. How do you choose the colors for your line art and rendering? I don't know. Depends. You can make your line art completely black. I just chose pink because I was in the pink mood. If I don't know, that's more personal preference. It's not like this formula. Because like sometimes what can happen is, like, let's say you have, I don't know, a shirt. And this is what I've seen other artists do, okay? If your line work is pure black, that's fine and all. It just holds the drawing. Let's say if your skin is light, like this, and your shirt is blue. What you can do is you can just say, oh, if I want the shirt to blend in a little bit better with the line work, I can just change my line work color to just a darker blue, and it maybe makes things more interesting. And then the skin tone, like maybe instead of pure black, I'll just use a lighter brown because this is a paler skin tone. And it looks like this. So now it feels like these two colors, or the line work color, matches with the color of the subject. I've seen that done a lot. Sometimes the line work is so thin that you can barely even see the color. But like if you want a noticeable color change, like I do it based on like what is the line surrounded by.
Finally finished the bi-weekly. That's
wow,
crazy.
Awesome.
I absolutely have not finished my bi-weekly.
Me neither. Oops.
Oop.
I just need to dedicate time to work on it.
Yeah, we managed to start a class. We found a class by a guy who worked on a whole bunch of gacha game stuff. Honkai, Zenless Zone Zero, Arc Knights, and he has a class that you can buy a recording of because the class is over. It was a live class. And Christina and I got it, and we've been going through it together.
It's really good.
Interesting
really
differences
interesting.
between the game industry for Asia and the States.
Really eye-opening.
Like, a lot of it is familiar, but there's also differences. I didn't work on a lot of Asian games. I only worked on a couple of them. So it's interesting hearing the differences. timelines and how much art gets made, illustration art gets made for these projects. It's so much.
Yeah. Seems
So
like
sketch
really
with
basic.
colors is fine. Well, nobody's gonna come arrest you if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I don't really know why people would come and arrest me like, oh, you're not letting good. I don't know. I feel like only people who don't really know about art would make rules, arbitrary rules like that. Makes art less fun. You know, sketch with whatever color you want, bruh. I would say if it's visible to you and you're the only person that cares, like, then do whatever you want.
Yeah, totally free and up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now this situation, however.
I think like sketching with color just makes things less boring. I sketch a lot of time with black just because it's just the simplest color or tone to use. But other times when I'm feeling like kind of quirky, I guess, I'll just use pink. But like the function of the line work is still the same. It's not like things change because I use a different color. I can turn it to black whenever I want. Yeah, I need to continue working on her outfit. I'm kind of getting distracted, but that's fine. But yeah, once again, we teach a lot of the fundamentals, like teaching you guys how to do this kind of stuff, landscapes, backgrounds, and stuff in our anime art school. It's currently on a 20% off Mother's Day sale with the code MOMMY. So yeah, get it while you can.
Mother's Day sale, everybody.
Mother's Day. I tend to draw in dark red or magenta. Hey, that's fun. I like that. I find that if you're if you're like trying to show people that your sketch, but you can like even you can barely see it, I'd be like, yeah, just make the line work a bit darker.
Yeah. I mean, Will Weston drew on a blackboard for a long time.
Oh
for
yeah, that's
demos and
right.
lessons.
That's true. Sometimes I feel like I say a lot and I sound like it's all the Minecraft villager.
Oh, by the way, chat, we watched the Minecraft movie recently, and we watched the first two Sonic movies. We never watched them, and well, I saw the first Sonic movie a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we're gonna watch the third Sonic movie probably this weekend.
Mm-hmm. All these ruffles are
You
little
guys need
cylinders.
to watch Hail Mary. We were thinking about it, but the movie was starting at like 10 p.m. the other night, or like 10:30 or something. It's like a long movie. I want to see it. It'll be fun.
What's the story about? Actually, no, I can't. I shouldn't.
I don't want to ask.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Never mind. Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
How dare you ask?
I don't know. I just want to know what I'm getting into, but then I realized I
like watching movies knowing nothing about them.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things. Dude, the plot twist in Sonic 2 was so good.
Was really good.
So
The agent. Oh, it's so good. It was really
Loved it.
funny. And it's like sometimes the pink right here, the original sketch may not really, I don't know, vibe with the other colors as well, but I like it. And I feel like I can make it more interesting. Like, I think it's more interesting when I see some, like, different undertones of other colors that match with the overall theme. And so, like, sometimes I'll just leave the pink color in. I'll be like, oh, what if I use this as my shadow? It still works. Wow, Fox, that's really good. So she says, Project Hail Mary has to be one of the best movies ever made. Really?
Yeah, but Fox says that about everything. The little fox who cried wolf. You know? Gonna be one of the best movies ever made. Behind Free Rent and Witch Hat and this one and that one and then the one from last year.
And Apothecary Diaries.
And Apothecary Diaries and yada yada yada.
I
said movie, not anime. I'm guessing that's gonna be like the next message or something. Not about movies. What? Not about movies?
She said no about movies. I think that's what she meant. Ooh.
Is this a married couple? I don't know. Do you want us to be married? Non-photo blue is def a thing? Yeah.
Goofy movie. I may have seen the Goofy movie a long time. Napoleon Dynamite was a funny movie.
I don't lie about movies because I'm picky. I didn't say you lie. I genuinely you believe it. I didn't say anything about your honesty.
But although saying Fox Who Cried Wolf is kind of implying implying dishonesty, I think you should
No, I genuinely think she thinks there's a wolf. You can be honest about there being a wolf. Well, I guess that kind of goes against that story. So yeah, it's every new movie that comes out is like the new good one.
I'll believe you, Fox. He's just giving you a hard time. Let's see. Have you ever watched John Wick? No.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I never have.
I love it, dude. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga? They say Baba Yaga. I always thought it was Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
I should watch it. We never watched that together, did we? Or maybe I only watched like part of it.
Thanks, Christina. I think Foss deserves a little pestering with the amount of absolute spam we get. 72 notifications. No, Fox is great. She's the secretary.
She is the little secretary. We rely on her for a lot of things.
My daughter loves the Sonic movies. Nice. Napoleon Dynamite was good. I remember when it came out, we went and saw it in theaters with my family. My dad and my brother and I.
It's become a Christmas tradition at their place.
It was good. Yeah, my family likes to, well, my parents, particularly my dad, likes to show Napoleon Dynamite to any new person who visits during Christmas. Mm-hmm. So if, like, one of the cousins gets married and they visit for Christmas, watching Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, I was one of them. I like the culture in John Wick, like the underground.
Oh, dude, the
that's
John
really
Wick
cool.
culture.
That was really cool.
It's so cool. Mm-hmm. It's so cool. But like Napoleon Dynamite is cool because it had this insanely tiny budget. It was just like this little, I don't know, like I don't think it was an indie film, but it had this really, really small budget. Like 40 grand
it's like
or
a little
something.
jewel, or it's like a little rough.
It just landed,
rough.
dude.
Yeah.
It just landed perfect. It just like perfectly encapsulates that vibe.
Of low budget but like funny story. What kind of vibe is that? Like it's an aesthetic.
Real. It feels like a real thing.
Yeah.
It
Vote
blew
for
up
summer.
and then no one talks about it. We're talking about it. We're keeping it alive. Vote for summer.
Well, for summer. I love the dance part. So fun. And who was that girl again? The one that married Kip?
My Apple Pencil Pro is not drawing. I'm breaking down. I'm crying. What should I do? I would say restart your iPad. Sometimes the pencil is just weird and like won't connect or work. I would try doing that unless you like messed it up by like throwing it or something, in which case
I hope that you didn't break it.
Rip. I've definitely had that happen before. La Fonda.
La Fonda,
Don't
that's
forget the
right.
H. The H at the end. La
She's such a
Fonda.
nice girl.
Fonda.
I thought she was so cute. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
I think it had an H at the end. Because he wrote it on the sign when she was coming out of the bus.
Oh, yeah. She's like, that smile is so funny.
Yeah, I would try restarting your iPad and stuff.
I'm drawing Miki, Colton's character.
Yes, this
as a
is
maid.
the pop star icon face of Anime Academy.
Yep, she's on the cover of book.
Yes, she's on the cover of book volume 2.
If you want to get there on TikTok shop as well.
And Christina draws her a lot.
I do.
I'm going to be drawing her in this illustration as well. There's Miko, her sister. And then I'm going to be drawing her. She's a bit rough right now.
A bit rough right now.
And then there's Abby. I'm spoiling my bi-weekly, by the way.
I like how Miko turned out a lot.
Yeah, I think it ended up pretty fun. Good like sketch. I don't know how far into the end I'm going to get, but
You might as well keep trying and keep working on it. Let me see. Have you ever tried playing an instrument? Oh yeah, I played piano for 10
yeah,
years.
Christina played piano.
My mom was a concert pianist, and so I was trained under her.
Her mom was a concert pianist and her dad was an opera singer. Technically, I'm not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Although my dad is more of a hobbyist opera singer, but he's very good at opera. We have a pretty musical family. Although my dad's the one that's more of a nerd with music and musicians. And my mom just plays piano because she had to when she was a kid. Make an OC based off of that. That would be funny. Oh yeah. My dad likes to say that he fell in love with her at first sight because she played the piano. He literally fell in love with her because he played piano.
Really?
Because she played piano so well. Yeah.
Such a beautiful relationship.
Piano is really fun. I mean, fun now as an adult, but as a kid, it's like, eh. It's like, why do I have to practice piano? I prefer drawing. But piano is actually really much about multitasking, and it's fun.
What about the Princess Bride, though?
That's a good one. We got another one.
Uh-oh. Daniel. Bye-bye, Daniel. Chat can say bye-bye, Daniel.
All right, I'm going to work a bit on this.
Bye-bye, bot Daniel.
I'm so all over the place with this artwork right now. Ooh, what should I do here?
Back at it again with the spam.
I know. By the way, we don't mention this often very much, but if you want to take a live class from us, Colton teaches the perspective stuff, and if you really want to improve on perspective and have accountability, we are doing a live class in June, so you can sign up. If you get Anime Art School, you get $100 off discount. So let us know if you are interested in that. But yeah, we also do live classes where you get actual feedback and lessons, and you can ask questions related to the topic and get help specifically. So yeah, this is what we're doing. Fox, I'm not paying the first 5 people to draw Psyche fan art, but the 6th gets $10. That's silly.
Ha ha ha.
Do you have a Discord server? Yes, we do. It's on our profile.
We sure do.
What are you drawing? I'm just drawing this girl right here. I'm just drawing a maid outfit. And Miki.
I got a question, chat. Does the canvas, the Hue Young canvas, connect to phones like Android?
Does it?
I don't have an Android, but we keep getting that question. No, we're not on Twitch. Yes, we do have a Discord server. Colton, do you have any recommendation on adding texture to a cave background? I'm working on a cave and it kind of looks like a bit flat.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've done my fair share of caves over the years. I will show you. I know a cave. It's a little bit cheated. It's not just a true pure cave as caves go. However, I do have a cave that I did in the past. And this also answers a TikTok question, which is, do you only do anime? No.
No.
My background is concept art. So this is a cave I did a while back. And you can see that I created depth by creating overlaps of these, like, structural elements right here. Zoop. Zoop.
Wow.
Zoop. I would think of a cave in terms of very, very simple geometric forms. Let me think. Here's a cave, right? And I would think in terms of like really simple geometric forms, right? So we're gonna just kind of go into the background. Let's just say, to make it a little bit interesting, we're gonna go a little bit more like orange as we go into the background. So if I'm doing a cave, we're gonna I would think about it in terms of like this. Let's give this guy a head. And this guy ahead.
You get ahead. You get ahead.
You get ahead. You get ahead. I would go overlaps. Think very geometrically. Remember, like, you're still operating in perspective, right? So you're going to have a vanishing point. And I would think in terms of, like, low poly as well. So let's just say we're doing a cave. There, I'll even make like a whole new thing up here for you. We're doing like a cave. Think in terms of like low poly. So we're gonna go, oh, you know, we got a vanishing point, and maybe the cave comes out like this. Maybe it comes up a little bit. Maybe it comes out more like this. Here's your horizon line. comes out and up and out and down and out. Like, build this really, really simple geometric structure of the cave. It doesn't even really have to be that accurate, you know? And then you go, oh, we have another vanishing point down here. And we go, okay, this changes direction at the end. And this goes to that vanishing point instead. But it's not like open like that. Oh, I did another cave. I did another cave.
When?
A long time ago. I did a couple of caves. I've done my fair share of cave, like, gigs as well. My brother did, like, a whole project that was, like, took place in, like, Japan, and it was underground.
Oh,
this is, like, a line work of a cave that I did a long time ago. And you'll see that this is pretty simple. It's just an environment with, like, some rocks going to the ceiling. Dang, I did this back in, like, 2016.
You don't have to draw every single rock.
No, you don't have to draw every rock. But, like, thinking about it in terms of...
It's a fun piece.
I don't want that. I want this. Thinking about it in terms of, like, really, really simple topology. See? Really simple topology. So, like, this is a huge cave, but it doesn't have to be. Like, the person could be this big in it.
True. Be itty bitty crater.
You could have a person this big, and that's the cave. And they've got a cave in front of them, and they've got these rock things. Let me stay, like, really low poly with this. Right? Where's my horizon line? It's like, oh, maybe here. And I'm just, like, breaking up these areas in different ways, and all I'm doing is, like, I've got, like, a horizon line, and I've got, like, a top, and I've got a bottom. So, like, here's the bottom. This is, like, a new drawing, by the way. Horizon line.
Are you drawing a mouse? No, Colin's drawing
Top.
with a drawing tablet.
Or there's the bottom. Then you don't have to draw these verticals. And then you can just connect pillars if you want. Mine shaft. You can bring it closer. Another pillar. And then you go, rock sticking out. Right, you can go, oh. Like, think really, really, really simply geometrically. And then we go, okay, we'll make it look cavey. How do we make it look cavey? Turn these things into rocks. Like...
Whoa. Had some bumpies. I don't know. What's the model of the tablet? It's an what's the...
Intuos Pro Large.
Intuos Pro Large.
Although, I'll switch back and forth between this and the Huion Canvas 13. I just use it as a tablet. I like the large because my wrist doesn't end up hurting.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of drawing on stream, and I kind of draw on a small area. I got this big monitor in front of me, but only about half of it has my drawing program on it. And so if I were to have a little tablet, I'd be drawing on an area like this big for the whole screen. And it's like a bunch of little tiny baby movements, and it hurts my wrist.
Yeah.
I do not. I bet you anything I have a monitor bigger than most of, like, chat. I think this is a 32-inch monitor or something. We have 3 monitors in front of us. The one that I have right now is like a 32-inch. And I'll, like, just keep breaking this up. And I'll think about, like, scale. I'm thinking in terms of, like, really simple geometry. And if I want a sweet rock, oh, dude, let's add a sweet rock. Whoa.
For some reason, the root beer meme comes into my head.
No root beer. Root beer, no root beer. Root beer,
no root beer.
Root beer, no root beer. No root beer. We'll add another cave on this side here. No, root beer, no. No, root beer. Let's add like a mine cart up here.
Ooh, that's fun. Indiana Jones vibe. I'm using Eclipse Studio and I want to know what brush would be good to color metal.
Any brush.
I don't know, any brush. I guess. As long as you can get the quality of metal.
Yeah.
We use like a really simple, Colton uses a simple, like, I don't know, a round brush. Like that. As long as it captures the property of metal, then you're good. Oh yeah, that's metal.
Alright, I painted metal with a hard round brush with the mouse.
How long have you guys both been drawing for? Good while, long while.
You can create the effect of metal with any brush. It doesn't really matter. There's a metal ball. We'll add this person in there. But yeah, I mean, if I'm doing like a cave or something, I'll just kind of think about things in very simple geometry. Maybe we'll get rid of like this. I will have like something in the background. And like, where is this lit from? It's gonna change the look of the cave. I personally, a lot of the time, will just have like ambient atmospheric perspective in the back. That's kind of like, oh yeah, wait, I did another cave. I can't believe I didn't think of this one.
What?
Why didn't I think of this one?
Do I know this one?
Yeah, the purple one.
Oh yeah, the purple one.
Here's another cave that I did, and this one uses a pretty simple formula, which is just, it gets lighter as it goes further away. I use like a lot of overlaps.
Oh yeah,
this same one,
version.
This uses like a very similar principle. These caves right here. So like this one has these giant crystals in it. This one has a different kind of giant crystals in it. And you can see like it gets further. These get smaller as it goes into the background. There's a ceiling. There's a floor-ish, kind of a floor. So it's like, it's just outdoor with the ceiling. Mm-hmm. If it's a big cave. If it's a little cave, it's a tunnel. I totally forgot about those.
Foxes, Colin, can I ask you like a perspective question?
Perspective question? Sure.
Any tips on drawing buildings / rooms? We might, that might be blended in with Fox's question, so we'll see. I feel my cave designing is fine, but when it comes to coloring, it just looks very flat. Would you start with shadows and work up to the light?
I would work either way. Not necessarily. Like, I would start with figuring out where my focal point is, and I'd make sure that that stays consistent throughout. Like, where do you want people to look? Is there something in the cave that you want people to look at? Is there something in the background? Is there something in the foreground? Caves, a lot of people have trouble with caves.
It feels just very noisy, and you're like, I don't know how to approach this thing.
Yeah. I would look at how other people do cave. Like, look at some cave shots in movies and how do they show them. If you really want to get like better at caves, definitely look at how other people have done them successfully. I could do something like that. I think this particularly thing right here is a bit not that interesting. We could add pokey bits. What's the question?
Yeah, what is she DM'd you?
Oh, DM.
Oh, I thought you were gonna just ask on TikTok.
Fancy. Very fancy. Is brainstorming how to draw a curved room going away? Curved rooms are a curve like a curved room going away. So it's like the top view is this, right? And you're looking down it that way. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It'd just be normal, like, it looks like that's 1 point perspective, so it'd just be, like, standard 1 point perspective, except in the back of the room, you'd put, like, a dot here, and do that,
and then
and do that. It's like half a cylinder, or another way that you can do it is you could just do cylinder, like this, and just pull it out of it, and, like, you know, you draw this part of the cylinder. Let me draw this in a different document. Not that one, not this one, not that one. Here we go. All right, horizon line, cylinder above the horizon line, cylinder below the horizon line, right? So we're looking down at the bottom, and we're looking up at the top, and like this. Let me squish these together a bit more. Down. Down. This is a very odd angle to look at stuff. I would definitely recommend probably not doing this exact angle because it's going to be really hard to pull off. I would probably do it in like 2 point perspective or something. Like if I were to do this shot, I would probably say, maybe do it like this. It's actually 2 point perspective. Here's your wall, and then this is the cylindrical part right here. And that would go around like that. And then, you know, here's the end. You're probably going to get a much better a much better angle of that if this is your chunk of your cylinder, like 2 point perspective. Like you could go, let me think. Here's your canvas. Vanishing point here, and vanishing point really far over there. So maybe your grid would look something like this. And then you'd have a vanishing point way down there. Yeah.
Hello, when making a story for your characters, is it better to make a visual novel or a comic? It's up to you.
100% up to you.
I don't think there's
no better.
There's no better.
Because people do both.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on like what kind of medium would you prefer it being experienced.
Yeah. Find the middle, pull it there over towards the vanishing point, and then I would curve it through there. So it's like a chunk of a cylinder. I would probably draw the room like this because it's difficult to see what's happening when this is like directly facing away from us. It's going to be very, very, very easy to accidentally make it so it looks like it's just drawn like a normal room drawn wrong.
He's struggling so much.
He is rolling around like crazy, dude.
He is struggling
okay?
so much. I just wanted to turn around this way. I personally love visual novel type stories. Like they're really fun, especially ones where you can make different choices. Like
yeah, I would do.
Rune Factory, so cool.
Now to go look for my
cave.
So here's a cave. Simple. Really simple. Overlaps are going to be super important. Like, the way to create depth is through overlap. So you get a lot of opportunities to overlap different pieces of the cave in the background. Like, oh, here's an overlap back there. And you just create a logic to it, right? Like, if you want this to be lit, it could be lit. Like, you could have it so light is shining on this. Like, maybe this person's got a flashlight and this wall right here is lit. And you go boop, boop, boop. Like, oh my gosh, what's that? Oh no. Something on the wall.
The horde of bats. What do you think is the best way to pick colors for shading? I don't think there's really a best way.
I don't think the word best is a very safe mentality of, like, just me personally. Be very careful anytime you hear the word best.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes with something like art, which has many, many, many very good ways to do things.
Yeah.
There is, like, I don't know if I've ever encountered a best.
No.
When it comes to art. There's a lot of correct ways to do things. Many artists do things differently, very successfully. There's, like, I don't know, a cave or something.
It's kind of hard to answer that question because, like, it would require you to understand certain prerequisite things.
Yeah.
Because picking colors isn't just, like, picking random colors. It's also understanding, like, what color is this particular thing? What's the environment around it? You know, and yeah, like, I understand, like, you just want to have a process. I would say, first of all, try to break things down with value, like what Colton's doing in black and white, because color happens on top of that. Also understand, like, or start learning different relationships with color. We cover a lot of this in our anime art school, because it's not something that you can just learn a trick and then you'll get it. It's repeated practice over and over. The way how I started understanding color was by first doing a lot of value studies and seeing color as value. And then also, like, as you learn more about art, you're like, oh, so this artist does, like, uses contrast with color this way and that way. There's no best way. Kind of hard to answer that kind of question. I would, if there was a formula that what's the best way, I would know it by now, I think. Or if you find a best way, then feel free to tell us.
Let me know. I want to know those secrets.
I do too.
Like, picking color. What is the color of the object?
It's too vague of a
What temperature of light are you shining on it? What is the color of the atmosphere? What are you painting it in? What's your palette? Like, if you're, like, I mean, if you're painting using a limited palette, you may express a certain color with a color that you don't even have in your palette. So,
yeah.
You know, it's like that, like a gamut mask or something.
You know, maybe a better way, to think about it is ask yourself the important questions. Ask yourself specific things like, okay, I'm coloring this illustration of this character, but I have no idea where to start. So, like, maybe the first question you ask is like, okay, where is this character? Is this in a black background? Is this in a light background? And what color is the background? Because color is influenced by things around it. So, like, if this is in a yellow background, how does that yellow thing affect the shadows? So it's like you're trying to become a detective of your own artwork. Because if you just say how to pick colors, well, that really depends on a lot of factors. When I'm working on this Mickey piece right here, I'm thinking a lot of my shadows and my lights are tinted with pink. Okay, so if this is a pink dress, maybe the colors could be a bit cooler to give more interest. Oh, well, maybe the skin tone will be tinted a bit more pink. And so that will change my color temperatures and stuff. So it's like, those are things that I think about. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's really hard to pick colors. You got to learn the language of light and shadow and color temperature and relationships. So it's not something that we can just say, this is the best way. Oh, that's a really cool looking cave. So I'm hoping that answers your question a bit better. Maybe it might make things a bit more intimidating. But if I found the best way to pick a color for any situation, kind of hard to say. But I do know what helps me a lot is understanding value and color relationships. Is it possible to plagiarize your own work as an artist?
Probably not.
Probably not, if it's your own work.
Not unless you're hired to do something professionally.
And you're just copy-pasting.
And then you get hired by somebody else at a different time, and you use your illustration for the first one as inspiration for the second one, and then you run into plagiarization issues. But if you own the rights to the work that you made, like if it's your own drawing and artwork, I would never see that as an issue. Like, you wouldn't get in trouble unless you sued yourself, which would be a lot of money out of both pockets. Never heard that question before.
Yeah, interesting question.
It is. It is an interesting question. You know what? We should put some, like, waterfalls and stuff in the
Ooh, waterfalls.
Yeah. Let's put, like, a...
How do you do backgrounds? I'm trying to improve on it for my manga.
I have a whole class on it.
Yes, he has a whole class on it. He talks about interior and exterior backgrounds. Definitely learn perspective. Anything that is in a background or in an environment is in perspective.
Yeah. People are in perspective,
People are in perspective, yeah.
Like, I'm just using, like, you pick these things up. It's not just like a simple question like, oh, how do you do backgrounds? Like, it's like, how do you speak Russian?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, well, can you learn? Absolutely. Like, could I explain it in 2 seconds? No. But there's a lot of principles. Like, there's perspective, there's design and overlaps, like designing, like I'm designing my composition. I'm going, where do I want you to look? Like, where's the focal point? Where's,
That's a cool looking cave.
I'm like trying to design interesting shapes and, oh, maybe there's a light shining on the wall right here. And I'm going, okay, where are my overlaps? I need this to look like it has depth in it. So I'm going to design these overlaps. And then maybe right here we go, oh, sticky downy bit.
Sticky downy bit. By the way, we do have a sale on our anime art school right now. So yeah. Colton teaches the perspective stuff. If you want to just show the code real quick. This is the code. Wait, let me just
you can take a screenshot of
that. Background. There you go. Take a screenshot of this.
If you're interested, I do have a full 14-week class on painting and a full 14-week class on perspective.
And we also have a perspective live class if that also interests you.
I don't want to show everything at the same time,
that's true. Here
so yeah, you can take a screenshot of that, check it out. But like what I was saying before is right, overlaps create depth. And if I have an object, here's a ground plane. There's a ground plane. All right, so I teach this in my class, this exact thing. Here's a plane that's sticking up, like it represents a rock or a formation or something. And then if I have another one in the background, say here,
ooh.
Make this one a little bit darker. All right. And this is just like generic. This is like generically lit. And then I have another one behind, let's just say this one, all right? And this one's maybe like a little bit brighter. There's 3 objects overlapping, right? And these are going to be connected. Whatever, this may have grass and rocks and stuff. There's that plane. There's this plane. There's this plane. Like, they overlap and intersect each other. And it creates the illusion of depth. The values aren't as important as the overlaps and the shapes that it creates, all right? And then if I have something like a sign, and this sign goes in front of all these and comes out like, I don't know, this. Like, see how much depth that created? It's like, oh, there's like objects in front of the of the others. There's like things in front of each other and they're creating new shapes by overlapping. So the closer the darker value, no, not at all. I just happen to make them darker value. Like what I'm saying is it's the principle. It's the principle of this object has something else in front of it.
You
This
can go from light to
object
dark too.
has something behind it. This could be lighter, this could be dark, because it depends, right? What if I've got headlights? My car is parked here, and the headlights are like this. And it's lighting this. And it's lighting this. Not like it's not at all the closer the darker. Like, do you get atmospheric perspective? Yes. Like sometimes you can tend to get that, but it's not all the time. It depends on the piece that you're making. The true flexibility would come from understanding these principles of overlap. So like in this environment, I just happen to be making things in the front darker. Like but like, look, like this is in the midground and yet it's lighter than the thing behind it because it's not a hard rule.
He's just using that as a tool to show depth.
Yeah. It's absolutely not a hard rule. I actually ran into that a lot when I was a beginner. I tended to fall into the habit of making it dark in the front, light in the back, dark in the front, light in the back. But you see, like a lot of artists, they don't use that. They will use atmospheric perspective, but it doesn't always make that sort of thing happen.
That's a cool looking cave. Ooh.
And I can just crop this wherever I want. Like, I could just say, here's the edge of my frame.
Caverns are scary, honestly.
Yeah.
Get lost in a, whoa, ominous figure. Yeah, I need to rewatch one of your lives on texture because I struggle a lot with my cobblestone wall for the bi-weekly. Ooh, cobblestone's fun.
Sure.
What should we have for dinner tonight?
You're the food architect.
True.
The master of all things yummy.
We do have leftovers from last night. I guess we also have one more meal prep left to get through.
We can do that.
Do you guys have Discord? Yes. It's on our profile. It's really interesting watching you use the lasso tool so proficiently.
Yeah, I just use it to create edges. Like, I'm using the basic round brush, and so I can't, and I'm not using any layers, so if I want to get a nice sharp edge, I can do that. And like, this brush may be hard, but I can use it as a soft brush if I'm careful. See? I can use it as a soft brush because my pressure sensitivity is set to the pen pressure. So if I press light, it's like soft. So I could even do that. Like, we could just get crazy with it, you know, pull a Bob Ross and be like this.
Oh. Oh, that's very pretty.
And this is super generic. Like, I'm not designing anything interesting. We could turn it into something interesting, but
It's not meant to be something
I don't got the
interesting.
brain cells for that right now. You know, there's a quick little people exploring a cave or something. If I wanted to make this more interesting, I would certainly work on the shape language of, like, this pillar. We could maybe make this, like, nice and thin right there. We could even imply, like, maybe there's some, like, ancient architecture or something down here.
Ooh, ancient
like,
architecture.
We gotta...
Ancient aliens? I'm kidding.
Some sort of, like, structural element buried in there. I'm not sure I'd want to... figure it out. Like, all of the decisions I'm making, I teach that all in my painting class and my drawing class.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everything I know I teach in those classes. And I give lessons on them and explanations for all that stuff. I'm not really doing anything crazy or fancy. It's just, you know, the basics.
It just looks fancy because you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I would say yeah. It just kind of looks fancy to the uninitiated.
Uninitiated? Oh, that's funny. Bro, my iPad pencil's already at 20%. It's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Good luck.
Dang, that's crazy.
We're short-staffed. Dang, that's crazy, dude.
Can't
yeah,
open
we
the
could really
link.
use some help.
You might want to try to open outside of TikTok.
I don't know what link.
Is it the Discord? Because that was the previous question.
Oh.
You can also copy that link onto the Discord, like when you say add a server. Shorts down. I believe you can also paste the link on a URL and it'll take you like to like the... I don't exactly know though.
I don't even know what you said.
I said I think you could like copy and paste the URL of the link of the Discord onto like onto the browser or something. Then
I think so.
yes, it's in our bio. The website is drawanime.com. That is our thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to solve the problem though, because I don't really know what you're going through for the linky.
Yeah, it's all there. You'll figure it out eventually.
Whoa.
What's
We got
this?
Jake tier.
Jake tier. Thank you. Skulk Lord, who is short-staffed. It's a meme. I was saying, oh, we're short-staffed for the night, and there you like when you have your day off of work and your boss texts you and they're like, hey, we're pretty short-staffed here, and you're just like, dang, that's crazy. And then you're like, yeah, we could really use some help. You're like, yeah, man, I bet. Good luck.
Fox is open in browser. Okay, you can try that.
Dang, that's crazy, bro. Good luck. Yeah, I bet. It sounds tough. I know you can do it, though. Like, yeah, you'll pull through.
Yeah, sending prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Just open in Google search and go to join our Discord. Okay. Oh, there's some problems that are solved. Ooh, that's a really cool looking cave.
But anyways, it's just a little...
I like.
That's one way you could do it. One way you could do it is absolutely that. I would look up reference. If you've never drawn something before, if you've never drawn something or painted something before, you're not going to like invent it out of your imagination, out of like poof, thin air. It just doesn't really work like that. You're definitely going to want to look at reference, and the more foundational skills that you have, the more easy it will be to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can break things down in a more effective way. Like, what are the forms that you're seeing? Here's like another little cave area that I designed a long time ago. And I didn't show the roof in this one. So this could very well be outside. Option A and option B. It's like a really wide perspective grid here. You know, there it is. There's like a little cave shot. Ooh, looking through there.
Ew.
Crazy. And it'll look really detailed when you do a bunch of this kind of stuff. They'll only get you with this, chat. Don't be fooled. You'll be amazed at the amount of detail, but in reality, it's just going to be like this. They're just adding little bits of detail. So, I've basically gone, look here. And then in this spot that I said, look here, I add a bunch of stuff. And you'll go, oh my gosh, so detailed. How? Don't be fooled. It's just detailed in the areas that they're telling you to look.
That's so true.
And detail is not really the hard part. It's like the structure and the setting up. Like, that's the hard part.
A lot of the time when you focus like on a specific area, it like hyper details, like selectively details stuff. Like if you notice on the camera, if you focus on a certain area, that part's more crisp, but then everything around is like less, is more blurred.
Yeah, like out here, nothing. But I haven't said look here. I've said look here, here. So as long as, you know, as long as you're getting some contrast and little bits of detail in the look here part, you're fine.
Skoklor says learning to draw at 34 is definitely a challenge, but watching your streams has given me a lot of confidence and information. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
You're very
I have
welcome.
a couple people who learned in their 30s that I know. Really, really, really good artists now. You can totally do it in your 30s. It's like, oh my gosh, so detailed. It's like, it's not. It's not. I mean, do you consider like this detailed? Because that's what I did. I just added like blush in a different way.
Blush. Yeah. I need to learn how to render, dang.
Not really rendering much.
You're just more describing light and shadow.
A little bit. I was just describing different objects that are poking out.
It's a cool cave that you showed up there. Is that like sulfuric acid or something in those craters?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
That was just old stuff that I did for my art center portfolio. Rock a blush, yeah.
It's kind of cool that it can just like pop out from your mind though. You're just like further creating more and more stuff.
Yeah, and it is interesting because like I don't really envision this in my head before I draw it. Like I didn't have a vision at all. I actually had no clue whatsoever what I was going to paint. Not even the slightest clue. It's just once something's actually on your canvas, you've got something to work with. There's something there to work with once something's on your canvas. So like let's make this more interesting. Let's kind of like go with a little like tree inspiration or something. Yeah, like once something's down on the paper, you can actually start comparing.
Yeah.
And I can go like design, right? Like I'll have a bigger spot and a little spot and maybe a spot over here. And these will show like upward facing planes of this, and then we got, you know, whatever downward facing planes of this. I'm not gonna use too dark. I'm gonna control myself.
Control.
I had no clue, and I still have no clue what I want this environment to be. But I'm making decisions.
When do you guys usually do live stream?
5 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah. Right now, because we are holding our Mother's Day sale, we're basically streaming every day.
Yeah, we'll be
7
streaming
days a
every
week.
day for like the next couple weeks, basically. And that's great for us because we get a lot of practice. Yep, our anime art school is 20% off.
The code MOMMY at checkout.
There's like a little cave environment or something, and we can make a little, I don't know, entrance into the shot. This is still in perspective. We could even have someone in the foreground here going, oh.
It's a cool color. Not gonna lie, I actually improved in anatomy because of y'all. Aw, thanks.
That's great.
Your streams encourage me to draw every day. That's great.
Okay. Okay, so we got this, and there's a person in the front right here. And then this is a rock behind there, and there's theatrical lighting popping them out. Let's just add like more layers.
Because I don't understand a thing about it when I learn about it, but you guys explain it very well. Pretty well. Oops.
It's great.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I've taught anatomy for a long time. The process that I use to teach was exactly the way how I learned it. Maybe with a few adjustments. Like, I've taken Will Weston classes, I've taken Christian Accorda classes, which is based off of Michael Hampton's stuff. I've taken Miyuki Long's class in Art Center when I was there at term 1, and a lot of it is just always about structure. Structure, the basic forms, and then adding more stuff on top. Like, and then of course, like when you learn the anatomy, it's more like memorizing different puzzle pieces on top of like a base. And so that's how I've learned to do it. I've labeled and color-coded a lot of muscles to just figure out where the muscles go. And so, yeah. Oh, that's fun. You really are creating an illusion when you're drawing.
Yeah.
Like, when I look at the rocks, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a rock, but then everything else is simple. But you can still tell it's a rock because of the context clues.
Yeah, and we could, that's like this, it's the same thing that I did a long time ago when I was doing that paint over for Toby of that environment. And then we can just show some upward facing planes. Like, here's an upward facing plane of the back. Here's an upward facing plane of this head. Here's an like, we could just kind of decide what's in here, right? Maybe, I don't know, upward facing plane of something, of like a backpack or something. Maybe there's a stick coming out. Would show like a hand.
Ooh, a hand. Sounds fun.
Maybe someone's got like a tool or something now that I think of it. Like maybe there's a tool here.
Pickaxe? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like that would be
sure.
relatively easy to identify. So we could go, oh, there's a pickaxe.
They're mine. They yearn for the mines.
Yeah. Like, we could do something like that. We could make that interesting instead. And then, oh, we put this person's head down there. They're in the distance. We could put a little bit of light. Indicating that. Could have another person right down there.
That's kind of cute. My aunt's cats don't like me. How do I convince them to love me? Fox says. You don't force it.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, you could do something like that.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh, we could do like, I don't know.
Aw. I noticed you don't really zoom in a lot while drawing.
Nah. You've noticed correctly. I don't zoom in a lot while drawing because I can't see the bigger picture. If you zoom in a lot, odds are you're going to get distracted with irrelevant details and not the bigger picture, because people don't really look at details like they think they do, but they look at bigger picture. People look at the overall. They don't look at like the little details. They think they look at the details because that's like the thing that their eyes focus on, but they just kind of like glance over them. They don't, like, you don't like an image because of the details. Your eyes catch on the details, but you like an image because of the overall. And I'm kind of old school, so I took a lot of classes from like Fang and Craig Mullins and those types of people, and they're always painting small. They have their, like, my image in front of me is probably, I don't know, about that big to me. And I like keeping it that way, if at all possible.
I get nervous when I zoom in too much.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh no, what does the image look like? Did I wreck it?
Yeah, it's like that. It's almost like it's kind of more of like a precautionary habit.
You know, not like throwing shade at anybody who does draw that way. It's just I can't. Like, I will absolutely get distracted with the details and lose it. Like, everybody's like, OMG, the details. But, like, they're not really... The details aren't really the thing that you like about it. Because, like, otherwise, your TV, when it's staticky, would be the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah.
Or...
That's really static.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, detailed things would be very beautiful. Like, looking at a gravel parking lot would be the most beautiful thing in the world if you cared about details, like, more than other things.
It's so cute.
That is very cute. It's like the orchestration of details is what people are impressed by. It's like the details add up to be something greater than the individual pieces. Like they're a whole. WHOLE.
I have a bad habit of zooming in because I can't draw well without zooming in.
I'm sure you could draw well without zooming in.
Yeah, it's a learned habit.
Just not used to it.
Not me zooming in for all my work. I feel so called out. I think there's a time and place to zoom in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's a time and place, but like when you're working on like a lot of big decisions, it's better to just keep it zoomed out until like you get to a refinement phase and you're like, okay, now I can zoom in a little bit. But like we zoom in and then we zoom out.
You zoom in when the structure is established.
Yeah.
I recommend doing traditional art if you want to get better at not zooming in. Do watercolor studies that are like 3 by 5 inches or gouache studies. They're great.
Oh, very cute too.
That is super cute. Save that.
I did. Cute styles and stuff board.
Like, I don't really like this composition that much. I think it looks kind of so-so. There's like a little... Like, this would never be the type of thing that I would save. I would just nuke it. I'd scrap it as soon as I'm done with stream. I'm just like, meh. Crap, I forgot about this.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'll work more on it tonight.
Yeah. I'm kind of ready to wrap up.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
You hungry?
I am hungry.
Yeah.
I am hungry.
All right. Well, this is what Christina made.
Yep.
She worked more on Mickey.
It's kind of fleshed out some smaller shapes. I really like how the face turned out. I think that's really, really cute. We could even use this as one of our thumbnails.
Yeah, it could be cute. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Don't forget, Anime Art School is 20% off with the code MOMMY if you've been wanting to pick it up. Now's the time.
Yep. Now is the time.
With the code MOMMY at checkout on drawanime.com. It'll be the yellow button. You can check it all out there, see what's in it, and watch all those good videos and pictures and stuff about it.
When can we drop our submissions for the bi-weekly?
Not until the day before it starts.
Yep.
There we are. Yes. Have a good night, everybody. Meow, 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 meow. What are we gonna do tonight? Work a little bit and maybe watch Sonic 3?
Yeah, why not? Silly little face.
Not one thought in that head. Oh, now there's a thought. It's
that feels good.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I saw that hair. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya. And bye-bye, YouTube.
Bye-bye.
Have a great one.